Hey kids, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever the case may be for you. Yeah, got a little short story for you. This girl Sandy, matter of fact, I lived with her for 2 years. She had 3 kids, a newborn, and a girl, and another girl, older girl, and the boy who I think was older, the oldest. I'm not going to name any more names than that. We seemed to get along okay. I didn't know what I didn't know back then. I came to find out quite a bit. Um, First off, her daughter had been molested by her grandfather. That was the first guy that was ever around her after that. I didn't push myself on her or anything. She came around though eventually. She realized that it wasn't any threat to her. The boy, not so much. He had a nervous condition, but we never had a negative interaction or anything like that. He was an average kid. That's how I saw him. And then the youngest, she was a baby. That's what babies are. Here's the odd part about it. I'd probably given this woman, for the first time in her life, confidence. So she went out and I said, hey, you want to work? Work, go ahead. We'll find a way around it. For the first time in her life, she had the confidence to go and get a job. I was working second shift at this electronics factory, testing equipment, basically. I didn't suspect anything, because I was working first shift, she was working second, and everything was great. Well, I didn't know her supervisor, foreman. He wasn't no supervisor, foreman. That irony there coming up. Anyway, first payday was all right, because I got paid on a Friday night. She got home a decent hour. Second Friday, about an hour later. Third payday, about 2 hours later. Third payday, 5 hours, maybe 6 hours later. Yeah, bars were closed, and you know, it was like daylight by then. Yeah, I'm going to argue with you. It is what it is. She's like, well, you're not going to leave, are you? And I'm like, well, watch this. And within 2 hours, while she was sleeping, I packed up what was mine, and poof, I was gone. Here's the irony about all that. The foreman that seduced her away from me. Oh, well, what's wrong with you having a few drinks after work? And then it became, all his little sexual innuendos, because I'd seen him do it later. He seduced her away from me. I was kind of sick of the whole thing anyway, because I was just suppressing an alcoholic, basically. And he opened her back up. So it wasn't long, she got fired. They were still together, and he moved in and took control and was abusive, basically. Not to her, but more to her kids emotionally. He was a tyrant prick, I found out later. Well, he ended up marrying her. Yeah, what I found out in 2 years, it took him, I think, 7. Because at the end, he caught her screwing one of her friends on a picnic table in somebody's yard in a drunken fucking. Ugh. Yeah, well, 2 years it took me to realize she was a whore, and it took him to marry her and be with her for all those years, for those few years. Yeah, maybe, maybe I just kind of lucked out, huh? But later she ended up with a guy that just nobody likes. Her liver was starting to go out. She started getting spotted. I don't know if you've ever seen that. God rest her soul, but it was what it was. Anyway, that's part of life, kids. Until the next one, peace out.